Prague has many ghost stories and legends. One of the most popular is the Turk of Ungelt. Long ago, Prague's old town square was a market where foreign merchants would hawk their exotic wares. At the end of the day, many of them would go to a pub in Ungelt, an enclosed area near the square that also served as a protected warehouse and exchange. A merchant from Turkey fell in love with the innkeeper's daughter, who served as a barmaid. His name may have been Ozan or Onu, and her name Yamila. Soon, the pair were meeting in secret after the pub closed. He eventually asked the barmaid to marry him and she said yes. But first, he needed to go back to Constantinople to sell off some property and settle some affairs. She promised to wait. And wait she did. Years passed by, without news. The woman saw her youth was fading, so she accepted the advances of another, an aging Bohemian wool merchant. The barmaid and the wool merchant got married at St. James Church and were having the reception in Ungelt, when who should return but the Turk. At first, the Turk thought the barmaid had heard he was coming and was waiting in her wedding dress so they could be married right away. He quickly figured out he was too late. He watched the party from the edges. Finally, once everyone was drunk, he whispered to the bride that he had a special wedding present. They went off, unseen. He took her to a basement, cut off her head and hid her body. He took the head with him when he left Prague. The wedding party eventually noticed the bride was missing but thought it was a Bohemian tradition where someone kidnaps the bride by taking her to a pub and the groom's friends have to ransom her by paying for drinks. But a hastily organized pub crawl didn't find any clues. Her torso still in its wedding dress was found during winter under the firewood in the basement. The Turk had nothing but misfortune, and passed away before the winter ran out. Where he died is not known, but his spirit returned to the scene of the crime. Since the second half of the 16th century, he has wandered around Ungelt carrying the box with his victim's head. He is harmless though. He is so lost in his own grief that he cannot be bothered to try to haunt very hard. Sometimes, he just tries to blend into the designs on the elaborate frescoes and graffiti on the local buildings. He tends to vanish almost as quickly as he is seen, making his way into the shadows. He can be freed from his torment with the help of a living person, but nobody knows how, exactly, and he is too sulky to be bothered to tell anyone.
Thank you. Please like and comment.